Welcome to this week's Maryland's Missing and the Murdered. Maryland's Missing and the Murdered is a weekly YouTube channel that covers the topic of missing and murdered individuals from the state of Maryland. This week, I'm covering the disappearance of Nancy Snow. In 1980, 44-year-old Nancy Snow was an employee of the Republican National Committee during the Reagan-Bush election. She lived in Annapolis, Maryland, and was the mother of 3 daughters. Her daughters lived with their father on the West Coast, as Nancy traveled a lot for work. In November 1980, she flew to Baltimore from St. Louis. When she arrived in Baltimore, she stayed the night at a hotel in Baltimore and had breakfast with her boyfriend, a man who was also working on the campaign. She was last seen on November 6, 1980. Nancy had a house sitter named Paul Collins. Paul Collins stated that he picked Nancy up from the Baltimore hotel and drove her home in Annapolis. From there, she allegedly went to a local bar called McGarvey's. Collins reported that when Nancy returned from the bar, she told him that she had met a boat captain named Captain J, and the captain was preparing to drive to Fort Lauderdale so he could pick up a yacht and sail it to either the Virgin Islands or the Bahamas. She allegedly said she was invited to go along and she would be back by Christmas. Collins told police he saw her leave in a van and that she only took one bag with her. Stacy, Nancy's eldest daughter, started to become suspicious when her mom stopped calling her and missed her birthday. Her mother never missed birthdays, and Nancy had told her she was tired from campaigning, so it was unlikely, in her opinion, that her mom would just up and leave again. In January, Stacy and Paul Collins went to Fort Lauderdale in search of Nancy. It was then Stacy reported Nancy missing. Police started to look into Paul Collins. They found that Paul continued to take care of Nancy's house and was paying with her checks for at least 6 months, signing her name. He said he put her car in storage, but people saw him driving it in Annapolis, and he had given Nancy's belongings away. Tensions grew between Paul and Stacy after Paul stopped answering her questions. Paul fled to the Bahamas in October 1981 after he was caught stealing from his employer. Nancy Snow was declared legally dead in 1985. Her body has never been found. Interestingly, in 2010, police was looking for a sailboat named the Cotton Blossom, which was at the Petrini shipyard when Nancy disappeared. If you have any information regarding Nancy Snow's disappearance, please call 410-222-1740. Thank you for joining me this week. If there's a Maryland's Missing or Murdered case that you would like to see on this channel, email me at marylandsmissing@gmail.com. Twitter is Maryland's M&M. Music is by Silent Vengeance. Sources will be listed in the outro. Click the bell so you will be notified when the next cases are released. I will see you again next week. Be kind to one another. You never know what will happen tomorrow.